Okay, hi everybody. It's Brian, retired and living in the happiest country in the world, at least according to what surveys say. This is post number 5, and it is post number 5. Sorry for the quick zoom. It's post number 5, one day before my 73rd birthday. So beginning my 73rd year on the planet, and today I wanted to talk to you about here in Finland services. Services such as in the home, utilities, that sort of thing, and dealing with the language difference and how to obtain those services just in general. A bit about the automobile. You don't really need one if you're in the capital area of this country, I would say, because I did it for 11 years of the 23 years I'm here. I did it being not having a vehicle and getting around just fine, and very economically on an excellent public transportation system, which includes trains, metro, buses, trams, anywhere and everywhere, walking around and whatever it takes. It's affordable, it's accessible, and it's not necessary to have an auto. But if you live outside the capital region of Finland, which is Helsinki, Vantaa, Espoo area, I would suggest having a car. It's easier to get around. However, again, it's not necessary if you're in other so-called major cities of this small country, such as Turku and Tampere, and even the smaller cities, really smaller cities, such as Porvoo and Pori and so on, the list goes. But anyway, back to the home services. The language barrier is not a barrier. If you're renting, if you bought a home and you need to get your electricity on and you need to get your mobile phone services and all that, English is the go-to language. Yes, preferable would be Finnish. It's nice that you talk the local language, but it's not necessary. 23 years here, I haven't done it. Not to a great degree. Various degrees of which I'm a bit ashamed that I haven't become extremely proficient in the Finnish language, but it's not necessary. If you're a Swedish speaker or even German, it's quite easy to get along as well too. Swedish being one of the national languages, but English is the go-to language outside of the two national languages, Finnish and Swedish. So you'll have no trouble getting the services that you need. Everything is available online, on your phone, on apps. It's really quite easy. Same with banking. Banking is excellent here, and banking credentials are your key to everything from government services to these other services that I'm speaking of, such as your utilities and such. Moving on, because again, I'm not getting into depth of these topics, moving on to like, if you do have an automobile, getting it repaired, getting your license and your tires and things changed. I'll talk a bit about licenses. In Finland, you can drive on your driver's license if you come from anywhere in the EU, no problem. If you're outside the EU, no problem with most, such as North American driver's licenses, Canada, United States, and so on, for the first 2 years that you're here. But you should switch over to a Finnish license if you're going to stay longer than that. It's not difficult to do. And again, it's all done online, so it's not that difficult. In general, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, online immigration matters, such as visas and so on, all online as well too, and using your bank credentials as your security to access those sites. Your Finnish bank credentials. So you do want to open a Finnish bank account. Shopping in general. Let's move on. Wait a minute. I got to go back to the cars. Repairing a car, easy, online appointments, and everyone speaks English when you get there to repair the car if you need repair. Tires, I mentioned. Here in Finland, we have this tradition of having winter tires, studded winter tires, called nasta. Nasta tires are the ones with the metal cleats on them. I don't like them. I've been driving for nearly 60 years and I don't like these Nasta studded tires. You don't need them. Many Finns feel they do need them because of the so-called black ice, which yes, there is ice. But today's technology and tires and with rubber and all the rest of that, you can get by with all-season tires very well throughout the winter, especially if you're driving these crossover SUVs and all-wheel drive vehicles. I don't use the studded tires, the Nasta tires. I use all-season tires. But if you're using studded tires, you have to change those out at the end of the year or the beginning of the winter season. You can put them on the end of the winter season, which is March, end of March. You switch back over to your summer tires. It's a pain in the butt. Plus, they have this so-called Renket hotel, tire hotel, where they keep your tires for you, and you pay a price for that. It's not overly expensive, but it's a service that you might need if you do own a car, and it's accessible with the English language. Shopping in general, doesn't matter whether you're clothes shopping, but you won't get Michigan Tech here. If you're clothes shopping, or if you are food shopping, or if you're out for a meal or whatever, again, I will say apologetically to the Finns, the English language will work. But to the rest of the world, I will say to you, don't be fearful of your English language use here. It is welcome. It's also welcome when you can say please and thank you in Finnish. So learn those simple sayings. I'm not going to get into language lessons here, but that stuff will work for you just as well too. So anyway, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, my birthday's coming up tomorrow, 73 years on the planet, or beginning the 73rd year on the planet. No big whoop, no big deal for that. Next post is going to be about traveling here domestically in Finland, the Baltic region, a lot of good stuff, and the EU, Central Europe, as well as Southern Europe as well too, or North Africa, if you're looking for warmer temperatures during the winter months. But we'll talk about that again next time. So thanks for tuning in this time. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Sorry for the zooms in and out so quickly. I'm just getting the hang of this stuff. Until next time, take care. Moi!